I built this massive iron farm. I also built this massive XP farm. And what do these two huge builds have in common, you ask? I still have no food afterwards. This is getting ridiculous. So what I'm going to do is turn this island beside our house into a massive farming island, full of automatic food farms so we never go hungry again. It's about time. It's like episode 6 and I still have no food. So let's go over to our slightly larger than I remember island, and we can use free cam to fly up and take a cheeky screenshot. Now let's fling this bad boy into Photoshop and start designing the layout for our island. I first started by lining out where I want all of our crop farms to be, and I want a lot of them. I'm not 100% sure if we're gonna have our villagers in the physical farms or not, because they might just get spawn trapped by zombies, so we'll figure that part out later. I'm also going to include these amazing drawings of some windmills, or at least that's what I think that is. Up here in the corner, I want to build a proper town. This is where all of our villagers are gonna live. I also want a huge centerpiece in the middle here. I'm not too sure on what it's gonna be yet, but you saw the thumbnail, so you know what it is. So dotting in a few more farms. Down here at the bottom right, I want to include a docks area, because our villagers are going to need a way to export their crops to nearby towns. This is looking pretty good so far now. We now have a solid plan to work off of while we're laying everything out. Oh, and did I mention this entire thing, it has to be done in 24 hours? No? Oops. See, I'm going on a trip and my flight leaves in exactly, hang on, I have it on my phone. My flight is in 33 hours and 12 minutes. So, and I know what you're thinking, but Ludo, why don't you just do it after your trip? I don't know. It's more fun this way, I guess. Is this irresponsible? Yes, most definitely, but it's so fun because block game. So the plan is if I do 12 hours and then I sleep for 6 hours and then play for another 12 hours, that will then leave me like 2 or 3-ish hours to get to the airport and get my flight. Why am I still standing here? Let's do this. Before we can start doing anything cool, we need to get our island ready for the atrocities of building that we're about to commit. So let's start by getting rid of all of this nature. Wow, this place looks dead. The carnage continues though, because we now need to reshape the entire island and fill in all these gaping caverns, because we can't have these lying around. Look at them. We also need to break all of the grass too to make way for some crops and stuff. Wow, this is slow. Oh, hang on, I have an idea. So if I place some water here. Oh, yeah, okay. That was like 100 crops in one foul swoop. Easy. This might be the new strategy. Oh. I went around the entire place, fixing up any land that I thought was disgusting and had to go. Like these grass blocks. Pathetic. And one quick time lapse later, we were nowhere near finished. Not even close, actually. I've left some of these small cliff parts because, trust me, this is going to bring some life to the place. I hope. I have no idea yet. Now you may be wondering, Ludo, why is all this done in third person and not in your POV? Well, because this is what the recordings look like. Yeah, it's not great. I promise I'm a professional at this, okay? Anyway, while I was covering up some of these lakes, I was very perplexed on, oh, big word for Ludo. I wasn't sure what I was going to do with this little island here. And I fought wars in my head over this. Do I keep it or do I delete it from existence? And I decided that I don't know. I'll come back to it later. After finishing all of our terraforming and getting the island to a point that I was happy with, I needed to go grab some stone to start outlining some crop fields. But, so let's go back over to our really cool looking iron farm and grab our beacon. Let's also quickly fly into here and get some iron ingots as well. I still can't get over how cool this place looks. It just doesn't feel like survival anymore. Anyway, let's dig down here and activate our beacon with some haste too and start collecting up a load of stone. This is genuinely my favorite noise in the entire game. It's just so, you know? Now, using the stone we've just got, we can use our drawing from earlier as a reference and start outlining all of the outlines of our crop farms. I tried to keep the outer wall looking as natural as possible, curving it around the island the way the island is, and the entire time adding some curves and dips into the walls to make it not be dead straight. These first few farms are exactly what I was imagining in my head, so let's bang out the rest of them and get this done. This looks so cool, man. Look at that. I have such a weird obsessions with like large areas of crops in Minecraft. I don't know why. I just think they're so cool to look at. I'm also going to mark off some stopping points for our centerpiece so I don't accidentally build inside of it. So now, just out of curiosity, we're going to grab all of the wheat seeds that we have on hand and in our chests, and I want to see how far this amount of seeds is going to get me. Do you guys find it therapeutic to just plant crops? Like right now, I have Naruto open on my second monitor and I'm just planting wheat seeds. This might be peak existence right here, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, no. That's nowhere near what I thought that would get us. Oh, we're gonna need so much more seeds. To distract myself from that knowledge, let's grab up some of these bones and some carrots from our starter farm from episode 1. And for now, I think I'm only going to use the bone meal in this chest because I don't want to completely run out of it and have nothing for later on. This farm right here beside the wheat is going to be our first carrot farm. So what we're going to do is place down some carrots until we run out of them, like right now, and then bone meal them for more carrots, and then rinse and repeat until we're out of bone meal. This is such a big difference from my other recent videos. I've gotten so used to working on one singular structure for an entire video. This is something I was debating if I should even make into a video because it's not very wow exciting. But you know what? These projects are really fun too. Anyway, rant over. This is the last of our carrots and we are fresh out of bone meal. How much did that get us? That's actually not bad. We did have a few more wheat seeds though, so let's quickly chuck these in as well. And now we sort of just have to wait for these to grow on our own, which is fine. What we can do while we're waiting is come over here to our pit of doom with our beacon and collect up some cobblestone and some andesite. We interrupt this program to bring you some breaking news. Famous and incredibly handsome YouTuber Ludo is currently engaged in a head-to-head sub race with lesser YouTuber Pajama Prince. His goal is to hit 100,000 subscribers before Pajama Prince, and if successful, a member of his audience will receive a prize of 100 wibbly wobbly dollary dues. Wait a minute, I didn't agree to that. And Ludo will build something devious in Pajama Prince's world. If his viewers don't subscribe and he loses, we will need to kill his dog. What? No! Make sure you're subscribed and tune into future videos for more information. Now back to the video. It has just dawned on me that we should probably build up the walls now before placing in all of our crops. Because, you know, sometimes the walls might be varied. Let's do that now before we start doing like massive fields of crops. I'm basically just going to go around like this, like adding in slabs and then different like height variations of stone. We're going to throw in some cobblestone, some andesite, some stairs, etc, etc. I think you know how walls work. And we're just gonna go around like this for the entire island. This style of wall really brings me home, you know, the whole Irish thing. If you go out to like the west of Ireland, like out in the middle of nowhere, this is kind of genuinely what like farm walls are like. You often see like sheep in behind these walls. Wait a minute. So the idea is we're going to take all of these sheep right here and we're going to bring them into this little area in the new farm. It's a farm has animals. That's staying in the video. So what we're going to do is go around the entire sheep pen and just kind of raise the walls up a little bit because we don't want sheep on the loose. Let's try to get as many as we can in like one sitting, I guess. Is that the way you say it? Okay, come on. We have a little army of sheep going on here. Something tells me this is... Oh, okay. They're already losing interest in the wheat. This might not go too well. Come on. Come on. Man, we are like barely moving right now. How are we supposed to get all the way over to our new farm? Look at us go. It's nighttime. This is how long I've been doing this. Come on, guys. Please, please. I'm gonna break a hole in the wall for you. Come on in. Yes. We have so many sheep right now. Oh, hey, look. It's our other sheep farm. Oh, wow, they all just disappeared. Wow, they just disappeared. Anyway, moving on. Now that that's out of the way, we can finish off doing all of the walls around the island. And we can finish planting the carrots in our first farm. This is looking stupid. It's gonna look cooler once it's like fully grown. But for now, that looks sick. No, I know wheat's growing a bit. I quickly want to go and turn all of our sheep red. Ludo, why are we turning them all red? Well, thank you for asking, dear viewer. Because remember that town we were talking about earlier? I want to outline all of the houses for that first. And we're gonna use red wool to do so. Speaking of which, let's start outlining some cheeky houses here. I want to add in some diagonals as well because I haven't really done much diagonal building before and I like to push my buildingness with every build. Okay, first 3 houses done, looking good. I'm not entirely sure how many houses I'm actually going to end up putting here, but I think I'm going to just keep placing wood until I feel like it's enough. Professional building tip. This feels like the perfect amount of houses now. I mean, like there might be 1 or 2 later on down the line, but for now, this looks like a pretty good good, smallish farming village, which is fully what I'm going for. Now that we have the layout done, we can start putting together some buildings. I have a vague idea in my head about the style of the village, but until I actually start building, I won't know for sure if it fits. So let's build up the first house right here and see how that goes. I went super basic with this first house, just using some different stone blocks for some texture and adding some dark oak slabs on the roof. But you know what? All things considered, it looks pretty cool now. I've left a gap in the roof here because I want this whole row to be like connected with each other, you know? So let's try bang out this first row as quick as possible because we are low-key starting to run out of time. Oh, this looks cool. I like it. I tried to mix it up a little bit with every build so they have a bit more variety. And this log roof turned out so much better than I thought. I do have a plan for down here later, so don't worry that it's all floating for now, okay? And with the first row done, I think I'm feeling pretty confident to speed run the rest of these houses. So we'll at least have like a shell of a village put together. And so for this one, we're gonna do like kind of arches kind of thing or so. Oh, my noodles are ready. I'm making ramen today because I don't know, I kind of want ramen. I'll throw a picture up for you guys when I'm editing this. But yeah, there we go. All right, I'll be back in a second and then we'll finish this. Outside of the main village, I built up these smaller mud huts closer to the crop farms. It's a pretty basic design, but man, am I in love with this building. The thatched roof on top made out of hay bales and slabs just fits the vibe so much. So we're going to build 3 more of these closer to other farms. Let's also throw some campfires onto each of our huts. With this one here, if we just dump the campfire straight onto the roof, because it is hay bales, the smoke should go much higher. Oh yeah, oh that's cool. That works. I like it. I don't know if you guys noticed anything about our village during that little time lapse, because it was pretty quick, but this place looks dead. Like, it looks cool and all, don't get me wrong, I like the street views, but it just looks dead. So the first step on making it into a proper livable place is paths. So I kickflipped over to whatever this biome is called, I think it's a plateau biome, and began to steal 2 full shulker boxes of coarse dirt. Afterwards, we dug out a general outline first and then started filling in all of our blocks, including the coarse dirt we just got, along with some packed mud and some wood on the sides. And while I go around filling in all of our paths, I want to drop some info on you real quick, so stay with me. If you like any of the builds that we've done in our hardcore series, you can find all of them on my Patreon. It's the second link in my description, and for 10 wibbly wobbly dollary dues, you can get literally everything I've ever done on the channel. But the world download for this series will be up for free when we hit 100k subscribers. So subscribe. Anyway, enough yammering. I finished all of our paths, including the ones in the farms. And remember when I talked about these little cliff formations? Told you they'd be pretty cool. But that right there is 12 hours, which means I'm off to bed, which I am so excited for because it has been a long day. And we have another one tomorrow, yay! It is currently 5:06 a.m, which means I've only slept for 5 hours instead of 6. I'm so tired, man. The next day, I first realized that I forgot to plant any of our potatoes, which is super fun. And we need these for big farms later on, so let's chuck these down now and let them grow over time. I then moved on to something that I was really excited about, and that was decorating our village. I'm thinking using the block vomit strategy is the way to go. Throwing some campfires here, some barrels there. Yeah, some scaffolding over there looks good, along with some leaves and some melons. I also want to build up these little carts as well. I saw them on Pinterest earlier and they look so sick. It makes it look like someone's actually living here. We're also going to make up a well here as well. Yeah, you see what I did there? A well here. I'm so tired, man. Under this sort of platform thing at this house, we're going to put a small little crop farm with some carrots and some beetroot. Let's put another carrot down here as well. And so I went around the entire town adding these small details in to make the village look alive. And for the sake of not making this video go on forever, here's a little walkthrough. It's beautiful, isn't it? Down this road, I built another smaller farm because it was just a beach before, and that's for losers. I also quickly grabbed up some horses and shoved them into our stables. This guy's name is Ricky. I'm not sure why, but he kind of just gives Ricky vibes. And let's get one more so we can breed them up if we need more horses in the future. Wow, this dude is slow. And you get to join your friend in there. Isn't that great? I then went over to the nearby village and kidnapped some of its inhabitants because I want to make a villager breeder in our village. Is there anyone left here? Hello? Oh, hello. You, sir, need to get in the boat. Thank you very much. Come on, stop making this so difficult. And you can also get in here too. Let's surround these guys in a box for now so they don't die. And we are going to start putting together a villager breeder pit thingy. I want to make it so we can just summon the villagers up to the house beside the farm. So I dug out this tunnel here for our minecart tracks and wired it all up to the house up top. And so when I press this button, we should get a minecart. Boom, there we go. I then planted the crops and got our new low-paid workers in their home. While these guys get down to business, we are going to use our time wisely and move on. The next plan was to start setting up the area that I was talking about earlier. And I wanted to make this area into like a marketplace so we can trade with our farming villagers. So we're going to raise some of these parts up to make them look like small cliffs. This is just going to break up the land a little bit, make it a bit more interesting to look at. I then dyed and sheared some sheep so we can start building these market stalls. And I lost all the footage for it. But it wasn't my fault this time, okay? I'll explain in a second. I decorated the place with some more lemons. I decorated the place with some more melons and pumpkins, some barrels, and some log piles. Okay, side rant real quick. I love log piles. I don't know why. There's nothing like extraordinary about them, but I just have a weird obsession, okay? Leave a like if you like log piles. Anyway, things were going well, but midway through playing, something really unexpected happened. This is not good, bro. Okay, I really don't know where to go from here. This is not good. I was midway through recording as well. Like I was on the world I was playing when everything shut off. So I'm hoping nothing's corrupted. All we can do is wait and see, I guess. The power was gone for about an hour or so, and by the time I got back, our time wasn't looking so hot. Thank God for no sleep. That's not legitimate advice, don't take that. But now we had to step it up a notch. So I immediately dropped everything that I was doing and started mining out the areas for the automatic crop farms. I want both of these to be dual farms, because twice the rates, I guess. Let's have a quick checkup on how many villagers we have now. What? How is there only one? What? No time to think about it. Let's hope it fixes itself. Let's keep going. I built up the automatic farms themselves, linking them up to the top with some automatic item streams as well. And as I was coming back to the village, I genuinely just had to stop what I was doing and just look around. This place is coming out so well in such an unbelievably quick amount of time. Like, I do not have time to breathe right now. But like the main street and then this cross section and this marketplace just looks so... Oh, I haven't done the barn yet. I absolutely flew through the barn's exterior. I detailed the inside of the barn as best as I could with the limited resources I had left, with 2 floors, some workstations, some piles of hay, some barrels, and log piles. You know how I feel about these. But now it is time for the part that I have been dreading this entire time. Moving the villagers. I hate moving villagers. If you know anything about working with villagers, you'll know how painful this is. Just watch. Why are you not linking to the right workbench? Bro, where are you even looking? Is it this barrel? No. This one? No, bro, what are you looking at? Okay, there we go. Can you give me a carrot trade, please? No. Okay, let's re-roll. Oh no. Where are you going? No, why are you going back? What are you doing? Stop. Don't you dare jump down there. I am serious. Okay, let's replace this. No. Are you Oh, that's not a good sign. Are you looking at the other composter? What are you... I stayed pretty calm, cool, and collected the entire time. We also got the villagers into the marketplace, ready to be traded with. These guys were so much nicer to me. They just went straight into their cages, workplaces. I'm pretty happy to call the village done for now. So let's move on to getting all of these crop farms planted, and oh boy, this might take a while. The stress of our time ticking down was really starting to hit me at this stage. Between no sleep, the power turning off, and my flight deadline approaching, things were not looking so hot. But just as I thought I might not get these crops done in time, they arrived.
Hey, man.
Oh, hey, are you guys here to help?
Oh, no, absolutely not.
No, we're just here to watch you struggle.
Oh, right. Okay, perfect.
Hey, Ludo?
Yeah?
You missed the spot.
I hate you so much right now. With that really helpful stoppage from my friends, we fired through the rest of our crop fields in actually a very quick amount of time. I also went up to our little flower farm up here and got a load of these 2 tall flowers. And I want to make these into their own field just to mix it up a bit. These add absolutely nothing except they look cool. So I then decided to get some lilacs as well and make a second field out of them. Weirdly enough, this might be my favorite farm on the island so far. I don't know why, I just think it looks so sick. Our wheat fields are looking serendipitous right now, but they're still lacking something. So let's clear out some of these patches of wheat and build up these small little windmills. These are going to add a little bit more character to our fields. It is now time to move on to our centerpiece. And we're going to start by getting rid of all of the stone that we placed down earlier. Afterwards, I hopped into a creative testing world and took this skull design that I had made before and scaled it up a bit. I then went around the entire skull, making the shape not look so strange, but we've run into a slight problem. So I designed this entire build with quartz before. We do not have enough time to get 2 shulker boxes worth of quartz, so we're gonna have to swap this out for something else. I'm thinking strip pale oak logs instead might be a lot easier to get, and you know what, I can't really tell the difference, so we're gonna go with that. We're also using iron blocks because we're rich now. Anyway, and with our time severely running out, we need to get all of the blocks to build our skull. And with all of our blocks together, let's get this built up. The lore behind the skull is that the villagers that live here dug it up generations ago, and since they've been using the skull as bone meal for their crop farms. With the skull being here, the villagers' crops never die and they prosper year round. He kind of looks goofy. I'm not sure why, but oh, he has no teeth. Wait, yeah, no. Here we go. That's so much better. Oh, this looks so sick. He still looks kind of weird from this angle, but it's so fine. It's so fine. I have also decided the fate of this little small island down here. We're going to just delete it. Island is now no more. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that is 24 hours. I have absolutely no idea how we've managed to do this in 24 hours, but I have to go catch a flight right now.